What are some things in my life that would make my life better? Well, a better computer where I could make reaction videos to YouTube videos that really speak to me, to songs that really speak to me. I made a video about why the song Traveling Soldier by Dixie Chicks makes me cry. And while I was talking about it, I actually cried a little bit, like tears. I wasn't like sobbing or anything, but it teared me up. I take an edible. I take edibles at night to sleep, and that makes it much easier for me to cry. It makes me more in touch with my emotions, but it's not a bad thing. I like when I cry to like sad songs. It feels very cathartic, and it's nice to get those emotions out and express them, and to get in touch with my sadness, but in a beautiful, artistic way. Like I don't cry in life. Like things don't make me cry. I get angry when life is fucked up, or I get sad, but I don't cry, because that doesn't accomplish anything for a young man. Even as a young boy, crying doesn't work. So, but I can cry to art, like movies and songs will make me cry. But because I'm thinking about how many men died, how many young women lost people they were in love with, how many wives lost their husbands, how many young men jumped on grenades to save their friends, and they were sending letters back home, and then those letters stopped coming, and then their parents and their lovers and the people that love them, this letters just stopped coming, and they're just for months dreading the idea that two people from the military are going to show up and apologize and say, your son died in Vietnam, in this area of Vietnam, or he died in Iraq, or he died in World War II, or whatever. All these pointless fucking wars made that are manufactured out of human stupidity and ideologies that were created that killed hundreds of millions of people, like communism, Mao and Stalin and all that. How many people suffered in such profound ways? And I'm overly compassionate. That's why I had a savior complex, and I tried to save girls from themselves. Is that I wanted to save people, like I wanted to have been saved when I was younger. I wanted to save people. I wanted to be there for people. I wanted to be like a mentor, someone who could listen and be there for other people. But it did in a way where I dated women and tried to save them from themselves, and that just wasted years of my life. I just wasted so much time, and it just killed me inside and destroyed who I was and who I was becoming, and stunted my development, stopped me from reading books, stopped me from growing. And now that I'm single, it's like trying to get back to who I was 5 years ago before I dated my ex, where I was so happy and in perfect shape and was on top of everything and putting out my life planner every day, 6, 7 pages, and I would revise it every day, read the entire thing from front to back every day with a list of things that I need to do every day, what I need to do today, optional things, things I could do for fun, events I wanted to go to in the future, things I need to do this week, things I need to do this month, things I need to do in miscellaneous future. And I also included my future authoring in the life planner at the end. And I would revise and update and expand on that regularly as well as I learned more of what I wanted from my future. But all that future authoring went to shit because I got into a relationship that stunted my ability to make my future authoring happen, because it totally fucked up my ability to progress in life, because I gave all my time and energy to someone else instead of getting myself sorting my shit out first, moving out of my parents' place, having a career, and being proud of who I am as a man. I should have done that first before getting into any sort of relationship, but I was an idiot. And I didn't live with my parents with, you know, all the time. Like my ex before last was the alcoholic. So the last one was just she couldn't take care of herself. And the one before her was an alcoholic, and I lived in North Jersey with her and worked as a security guard, do nothing security guard, and just read books while I was at work and was on my laptop and working on things. And I could have used that time to get a job, like a real job in marketing or something, but I wasn't even thinking of that. I had given up after the accounting job on a real job, I guess, and I wasn't sure what to do. And then I tried to go towards education, but that didn't work out because there were other things that happened. And it's been a long, windy road. And it's like, can I make up for all the time that I lost, or can I see the time that I lost as educational as it was meant to happen to make me who I am today? And I can I can not only get back to where I was 5 years ago, I can surpass it. I can be healthier. I can be happier. I can be more in control of my life. I can have more intentionality in my life. I can experience more emotions. I can have more friends, more high quality friends. I can have the ability to live wherever I want and just work wherever I am, work as much as I want, and work where I can, where it's all about reading, writing ideas, thinking, speaking, articulating ideas, doing research, providing, explaining the results of your research, explaining what it means, developing strategies, working with other people, utilizing leadership skills to manage a group, to finish a group project, learning how to motivate other people, how to deal with other people's idiosyncrasies, and all that in order to create something that's a fruit of everyone's best qualities and bring everyone's best qualities out to create the best outcome possible for that group project in the corporate world. And school doesn't really prepare you for that because group projects in school, it's always like there's the person that does all the work and the person that sponges off the person who does all the work. Like I remember like working on projects where I had two other people with me and they had to write sections and I ended up having to rewrite their entire sections because they were poorly written and they sucked. And then I had to make everything meld together, so I had to write everything in one style and it had to be my style. And I did like 9% of the work. School group projects in most schools are run by incompetent retards. There's only a few schools that are run effectively and efficiently. I shouldn't curse like that. Yeah. But whatever. So I have things I need to do, and then I'll make videos. I'll make a video at the end of the day regarding what I got done and how I feel about things and how I feel about the progress I made. And yeah, I'll just keep making videos every day. And I'll take my Snapchat videos, edit them all together. I make like 20 Snapchat videos a day, right? But to upload them to YouTube, I don't want to upload 20 videos a day. I want to take all those 20 videos and just like they're on Snapchat, make it one story. So I clip all of them together in a video editing software, which has to be on my phone because I have a Chromebook and a laptop, which is fucking retarded. I should have a really nice laptop, like an $800 laptop. That's one of the things I need in my life. Is a high quality laptop for doing all the things I want to do. If I want to be able to react to YouTube videos in real time and show the video in like this corner and then talk about it, be able to pause it, discuss it, and do things like that. Be able to make more content. I need to save up money for stuff like that. I can figure out what I want, how great it would be, and what I need to do to get there. And I have to track my progress every day, and I have to feel like I've made progress every single day. So I need to take time at the end of the day to be proud of myself for the things I accomplished, and make a list of things I accomplished at the end of each day. Read the list and discuss also my failures. I'll write down what I failed at, and I'll talk about that each and every day, and that'll help me in my progress. Because then I'll also be able to look back and see when I was making progress, when things fell apart, be able to analyze why things fell apart, how to get back on track, and not forget the lessons I learned in the past. Because there's so much going on in life, it's hard to maintain. Like if you're changing, your identity is growing as a person, and you're becoming a new person, a more independent person. You're, integrating your shadow. You're becoming more of a man. Maintaining that and working on that and growing that while also dealing with all the problems in life and all the unexpected turbulence and bullshit that occurs because people are under incompetent pieces of trash scum who should all die because they're fucking stupid as hell and they just fuck everything up. And it's so frustrating being surrounded by, like, the world is so full of ignorance and no one realizes that wisdom is the key. Like, wisdom is the way to bring an end to human suffering. With wisdom, you can end human suffering. For example, if you have wisdom, you know that you can eliminate or at least significantly alleviate PTSD through a number of different, treatments that actually work. MDMA therapy, ayahuasca, iboga, psilocybin mushrooms, ketamine therapy. There's so many things, and they're they all have some effectiveness, but some are more effective than others. I think MDMA therapy is the safest in terms of like you're gonna have a good experience if you get it from a doctor and in a clinical study. You're getting like 99.99% purity in the MDMA. You're getting not some bullshit off the streets, and it allows you to discuss the things that traumatized you and just feel pure love during that time. And then with that love, you're able to forgive yourself and forgive the people that hurt you and move on and move past it. And as trip, if you also have like, you can also use psilocybin mushrooms if you have a therapist or doctor that administers it, and you have therapy beforehand, during, and afterwards. That will allow you to get the optimal amount of growth from the psychedelic experience, because you can really grow a lot from a psychedelic experience if you go in there with intentionality and you take what you learn from that experience and apply it to your life. But very few people do that. But those that do grow a lot from it. My best friend did that, and it really helped him grow as a person and helped him overcome a lot of shit that was, bogging him down, was holding him down in life. And I like to do the same in the future. And I want to do things that the interventions that I know that work, like self-authoring, the future authoring, and the past authoring, and the present authoring, are all proven to have a profoundly positive effects on your life. So I want to do those things that I know will improve my life and prioritize those things, and always find time for them during my life. Like every day, I know I have to deal with the monotonous bullshit of life, but I also want to do stuff like self-authoring every day, even only for 15 minutes. Watch less, anime, watch less TV shows, watch less movies, and do more and create more, and just be more of myself and grow as a person. Read books instead of watching TV, and then discuss the books that I'm reading and what I've learned from them, and discuss how I can apply the lessons I learned from that book to my life, or how I can apply them in the future to my career. So, yeah, that's it for now, I suppose. I'm going to take care of some monotonous bullshit, and then after I do that for a few hours, I'll work on self growth, and I'll make a video at the end of the day discussing everything I did. Maybe 2 or 3 videos, I don't know. It'll appear to be a lot more in the beginning because I have a lot more to work through in my head. But yeah.